Hello again, everyone. I've got a new stencil from Gummiapan. I think it's lovely. I do love these flourishy things. And of course, a stencil, unlike a die, is not attached to the backing sheet by a bit of adhesive. It's just sitting there quite happily. So I thought, well, that's a really rather nice piece of card. Why don't I use this to make whatever I'm going to make? And I thought I would make a tag. So I looked out a tag die. I can't remember what this one is. I've got a whole bunch of, you've seen my die collections. I've got heaps of them. So I thought I would cut out a tag from here. I would have a bit of this stencil onto it. I would stamp a little bit of something. These are all Gummiapan bits and bobs, not the die, not the tag die. This the happy birthday. I thought I'd stamp a bit of that on. I've got a couple of flowers. They look like Christmas roses to me. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I thought I would die cut some of those from this piece of card as well, and kind of, I don't know, do something with them. I've dug out my pot of homemade embossing paste, which I haven't used for ages, but it's still good. This is an old salt container. It's brilliant. I have got some luscious powder with the wonderful name of Warm Wishes. Isn't that lovely? And it's a really warm sort of goldy thing. A brush to apply it with. Probably need some Versamark or something, so we'll see how we go. Now, if I'm going to put this stamp on, I'm just going to glue it with a bit of glue stick to a one of these, what do you call it, acrylic block. Some people put easy mount on the back or whatever. I don't bother. When I got unmounted stamps, I always used to put easy mount on them, and I would spend ages putting it on, and it doesn't make a lot of difference really. So I am going to try and stamp this onto the paper before I cut the tag out. The reason being, if I've stamped them a little bit skew-whiff, I can die cut it, you know, at the right angle to the writing. So we'll just see how we go. What I thought I would do is to stamp it with Versamark and then use the Warm Wishes over it. And we'll see how we go. So what I'm thinking is this is kind of my thought so far. If I have a piece there, I'll have the flourishy bit here and a bit of words kind of up there somewhere. So that's the sort of area I'm going to have a go at. We'll see how we go anyway. I will use my anti-static tool on it first, just because I've had my hands all over it, so that should hopefully keep it a bit clearer. Right, let's just do this. I don't want all of this on the tag, just kind of part of it. We'll see how we go. Right. There we go. Give it a minute just to transfer. I don't know what kind of card this is, but I think it'd be fab. Oh, looks nice, isn't it? Right, let's use a bit of this. Oh, look at the twinkle there. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I just love luscious powders. Right. Oh, beautiful. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? There we go. Oh, lovely. That's come out really nicely, hasn't it? There we are. I don't know if I can get this back in the pot or not. We'll just see. Probably not. I might have to wipe it. I will wipe it. Okay. There we go. This is just a piece of copy paper that I put into a laminating pocket and shoved it through the laminator. So I thought I would try that as a sort of a palette-y thing. There's something on it just there. I don't know what that is. Perhaps it's a bit of dried on glue or something. My answer to try and get every bit of dirt off is a bit of alcohol, a bit of isopropyl alcohol. Right, let's just give this a little go. Yep, that's got it. It's all clean now. Excellent. The alcohol always works better with a paper towel than it does with a baby wipe. Okay, now I think I may kind of cut this out. About like that. I think that's about at right angles. Let's cut this out. And then I'll carry on doing a bit more jiggery pokery with the stencil. Right. There we go. Okay. There's my tag. Right. Got plenty there, you see. I can cut I might as well do that now. Cut a couple of flowers. I might cut some from this side and some from the other side and just see which I prefer. Who knows? Let's have a look. I've got a piece of mylar under my top plate. It's only a thin piece of mylar, just to try and protect this plate from the impressions that it would get. And there, I need to wipe that because of the... There we go. It does protect it quite a lot. This is a fairly new, and you can see the impressions. Well, you might be able to see the impressions in that. Okay, now I've got a couple of flowers here. Might do something with those that colour. Let's just see, and I'll cut some from the other side to see if we want any from this side. Who knows? Let's just see. Okay, and we'll put the top plate on and cut. Right. So we'll see if we like the white side or the brown side, or we might have all of them or some of them or whatever. Let's just pop this out. Yeah, I don't know if I've used these before actually. They're rather nice, aren't they? Okay, now my stencil. Here we go. Might do a bit of something with those. Let me have a fancy for it sort of coming down like this. I'll just tape this down and I'll use this sticky tape rather than Mellow Tack tape because I want to make sure it does actually stay. Okay. Oops. Where was it? Kind of somewhere like that. Okay, I've just got a tip of the thing there as well. Right, let me get my embossing paste. I have a palette knife. And let's see how we go. Don't need too much. Get this out of the way. Give myself a bit of room. Right. Right, let's see how we've done. Might have moved it slightly. We'll see. Yes, I did a bit, but not to worry. Looks quite nice. I'll pop that in some water. I thought my bowl was down here. It's not, so I'll just put it either side of some baby wipes, and that'll prevent it from drying out too much. Okay. Now, I'll wipe this off my mat. It's so cheap to make, is embossing paste. I do have a video of it. I will put a link at the bottom to how it's done, so that if you want to make some, you can use cornstarch or talc. Either will work. I've not used cornstarch, but I am reliably informed that it does. Now, I'm going to do some of this onto here. This should just stick to the embossing paste. The embossing paste is actually white. It's not the sort that dries clear. It is actually white because I used white acrylic paint in the mix. So you get a definite colour. Okay. There we go. That's pretty, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. Love it. Maybe I should have done this on a piece of paper rather than on my sheet that was slightly damp, because it's just stuck to it a bit. I'll just clean it up. I'm not going to try and blow that away too much yet, because I don't want to smudge the embossing paste. Right, now there's my flowers. Let's have a look at these. Which side do we think? I think maybe the white side, don't you? Tell you what, I'll stick one to the other, and I'll put the brown one underneath and just offset it slightly so that we can just see a little glimpse of it. Right. I may put a little touch of gilding wax on the top one. I haven't got any sort of coppery colour though. I've only got gold and silver. Let's just try and offset this just a teeny bit. This glue works better if you leave it just a few moments to go tacky. There. Let's put this one on. There we go. There is a little embossed line just there, and if I can keep that just to the side, it'll give me a guide to how far to offset this. There we go. That's just to weigh it down a little bit. Just wipe my fingers. Need to get another baby wipe. I'm doing well with these today. We should have been going to have a look at well, my husband should have been going to look at a car today, a new electric, and the weather's been so bad that the journey to the garage that he made an appointment with is rather fraught. I think it's because of all the storms. There maybe will some road closures with trees down and all this kind of stuff. We're very fortunate where we are that we haven't been affected badly by it at all, which is super. Right, now let's just see what these two look like on here. About like that probably. Then chop that bit off. That's quite nice, isn't it? I'm kind of pleased. Okay, let me just, I need to put something on the top of these. So what's it going to be? Maybe I will do just a little dusting of Versamark and then a dust with the luscious powder. Let's see how this goes, rather than, because the gilding wax is the wrong colour. It's a real yellow gold, and this is orangey. So I don't want to. Perhaps I should try and get some coppery coloured gilding wax. That might be a good idea. Let's try putting this on a piece of paper this time rather than on my sheet. Let's just see. Here we go again. That's quite nice, isn't it? Just a hint. Just a hint. They're not quite so stark, are they? Like this, just a little bit. Let's see. And a couple of pearls, I think that will probably do, don't you? Let me put a glue dot rather on the back of those. That will hopefully hold securely. And then I'll put some liquid glue down the stem. Right, a glue dot on the back of there. There's one. And another one on the back of that one. Okay. There we are. Now just use a bit of this 2-in-1 glue pen from Sticks 2. I'll try and put some links actually for some of these things. Right. This one has got a rollerball tip, really precise, and you don't have to squeeze it or anything like that. The way to, I've just got a bit of this one off probably. The way to get it to come out is to, that's the thing, it's like kind of the suction pulls the glue into the nib, which is brilliant. Right, that one, about there I thought. There we go. Chop this off. Right. I like how that comes off the edge. Right, what I thought I might just put on is a few pearls. Got heaps of different sized pearls. Cleo got all, she loves these things. These ones are non-adhesive things, little beads and goodness knows what. She's been playing with this one, but I tend to use mainly the flat-backed adhesive pearls. So I think that size might be appropriate. Let's just put these away for a moment. Let's try some of these. Just dot it around, I think. Oops. Might be able to just give that a little dusting there. That's better. Now I'm not sure what to do about a ribbon or something like that. Oh, that's where it landed. Let's put it there. Perhaps we put some smaller ones on as well, just to... Where am I? There's some tiny ones. There we go. Right, now all I need to do, I've got a panel, I have got a card base. This is 5x7, so I need something for a ribbon. What to do? I could do brown. If I haven't got a colour that I want, I sometimes use plain white grosgrain ribbon and then just colour it with an alcohol marker to have a search for some. But I think that's quite sweet. I think I will put a little foam tape behind and I'll put a tie there. I don't think I need to put a happy birthday on because it says it on the tag. So there you go. Short and sweet. Open a new stencil and use the packaging to make my tag. This is a quick postscript. I just looked for some ribbon, couldn't find any, but I saw this and I thought this might do. So I get a brown marker and I'll just colour it. I'll do it over a piece of paper then, just waste it away. Don't need much, I don't suppose, really. Do the other side. Just, I don't intend tying a bow, just a kind of a knot thing. Okay, where's the end of my doodad? There it is. So I'm going to have to wait for this to dry. And then I can thread it. I'll dry it with this actually. I thought that as this was sort of golden twinkly, we needed something that was a bit shiny rather than just a dull colour. Pop this through. I have to cut it again. Okay. We will tie one knot. A bit draggy because it's probably still a bit damp. Okay, which way should we go? That way and this way. Here we go. Put this onto a little foam tape and away we go. There you go, just a little afterthought. Thanks for watching.